Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990 I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to '06, I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. All right, guys, as you can see by the thumbnail, this is California Prison Myths. We're going to go over some of the things that people talk about that allegedly happen in prison, and we're either going to confirm them or, uh, debunk them, I guess you would say. So before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, and let me know what you think about these myths. And don't forget to share the video. It helps to grow the channel. So let's jump right into it. The most common one, people always say, oh, did you drop the soap? Right? So this is comical to me. And I'm speaking for the California prison system. I can't speak for other states. I don't know. I have no knowledge. I've never been there, So I was when I was in North Kern in reception, they had these three-man showers up towards the front of the building. And the way it worked was if you were with the wood pile, you could shower with Southsiders or Paisas. Like I said, it's a three-man shower, but we couldn't shower with the blacks. So, basically the way that worked was if there were blacks in the shower, you waited until they cleared out and then you could go shower. Well, I was showering. The Southsider rep was in there, and there was another Southsider, and it's three individual shower heads, just to be clear. But, I had my soap, and I swear, like in slow motion, it just went tumbling out of my hand and hit the floor, and I'm like, fuck. So, I'm like, what do I do? And the Southsider rep caught it, and they were very respectful. He told the other homie, hey, step over towards the edge so the homie can grab his soap. And honestly, that myth is crazy. I kind of put my back to the wall and did like a squat type motion and grabbed my soap. But yeah, like that type of stuff doesn't fly in the California prison system. I'm not saying, nothing ever happens, but, this is against the regulations of pretty much everybody. So, yeah, that's definitely not true. The next one I have is if you beat up the big guy, then you get the juice card, right? You see this in movies, you're going to prison, find the biggest dude on the yard and just get off on him, right? And you're going to earn your bones that way. Negative. That is BS. The way things are structured in the California prison system, first of all, if you find a big guy and you go get off on him, you're probably going to start a riot because things are broken down amongst organizational lines, right? People like to say it's racial, to a certain extent it is, but, as an example, in the Southsider car, there's white guys in there. I've seen a black guy in the Southsider car. Like, my mind was when I seen that, because I had never heard of that before. And I was in prison. We were walking the yard, and there was a black guy over by the pull-up bars with the Southsiders, and I just kind of kept looking. And the homeboy nudged me, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing, dog? Like, you're looking all crazy." And I'm like, "What's that fool doing over there?" And he's like, "Oh no, he's a Southsider." So yeah, like, it's pretty wild. The next one, all skinheads are racist. some people would go as far as to say all white people are racist, but let's deal with the skinhead aspect of it. So there is a group called Sharp, Skinheads Against Racial Prejudice. And from what I understand of them, I haven't really known any of them, but from what I've heard, these are people that just like that punk rock lifestyle, and but they're not racist. So not all skinheads are racist, and I'll leave that at that. The next myth: when you go to prison, you have to join a gang. Okay, that's now you're going to ride with a car in Cali. You know what I mean? If you are white, you're going to run with the whites typically, unless you have ties to uh, maybe Southsiders on the street or something. Maybe you're a gang member off of the street from one of these southern hoods. That would be an exception, but uh, yeah, you're going to ride with the car. But now let me explain something and make this as clear as I can. In prison, you have the big four. You have the southern faction, the northern faction, the white faction, and the black faction, right? Okay. So you have all these gang members that come in from the streets. Those are street gangs. Then you have prison gangs. Okay. A lot of gang members that come in off the streets would love to be a part of these prison gangs, but very few make it. There's very few of these guys, and they yield a lot of power. So uh, I'm sure a lot of people that go to prison would like to be a part of the prison gangs, but not very many people make it. So not everybody that goes to prison has to join a gang. You are going to function with your collective of people, but that doesn't make you a gang member. Uh, so yeah, that covers that. Now, there's another one, and I see this in movies a lot. Like you come in and there's like a Snicker bar on your bed or something on your bunk, right? And they say don't accept anything, because then you're gonna be then you owe somebody something, right? Okay. First of all, I've never seen anybody leave a candy bar on my bunk. And if there was a candy bar on my bunk, I'd probably try to figure out who it belongs to and make sure it didn't get put there, in error. But, you know, some of these pins that you go to, like you end up in uh, a shoe setting or something. In my time, a lot of times there would be a care package that would be sent to you with, some stuff to get you on your feet, some soups, maybe some coffee, stuff like that. And sometimes even the other organizations would do that. And, in these, like in these shoe settings, it was so confined back in the day that people would look out for each other, even if you were an enemy. I mean, don't get it twisted. There was an understanding that if that door popped, you were going to come out and try to kill that other individual. But reading material and stuff like that would commonly be passed around in these places. So, yeah, that's debunked in California. You can accept stuff even from the enemy in those certain conditions. Now, on the main line, it's a little bit different, but there's obviously you can't accept stuff from certain groups, but that's kind of the rundown on some of these California prison myths and debunking some of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Uh, I want everybody, the thing is with this channel, it's about sobriety, obtaining sobriety, and keeping sobriety, and not going back to these confinement type places. The objective is to stay on the streets and be all we can be out here. you know so I want you to comment what you're doing for your sobriety, what's working, what's not working, and let's get a dialogue going, and maybe it can help some people to not make the same mistakes that we've made. Because ultimately that's what this is all about. So I hope everybody's having a great day. And like I said, I hope you enjoy this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, smash that like button. If you didn't like it, smash the dislike button. Drop a comment and tell me what you think, and maybe drop a comment and tell me some prison myths that you've heard. And share the video. It really helps us to grow. So, also you can join the channel now if you're interested in a membership. Hit that join button, and you can take a look at the different tiers of membership. And that's something there. If not, then that's awesome. So don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.